Hey guys, this is Nicole and welcome to my long-awaited update. I am finally all moved into my new house and we have the internet connected and Christmas is over. So I feel like I finally have time to give you guys an update on what's been happening. So I'm now 27 weeks as of 2 days ago. I feel like everything has just flown by. I hadn't anticipated in it taking so long to get settled into this new place and get the internet connected, and then I had a really ridiculously busy run at work and then I got sick. So it's been a pretty crazy few weeks and I'm glad it's all over now and I can just concentrate on the last few weeks that I've got left of this trimester and work and everything that goes along with that. So, according to my trusty pregnancy app, this week my baby weighs nearly 900 grams and is about the same size as a head of cauliflower. So about 37 centimeters long with legs extended. He is sleeping and waking at regular intervals, opening and closing his little eyes and perhaps even sucking on fingers. With more brain tissue developing, your baby's brain is very active now. His lungs are still immature. They would be capable of functioning if your baby were to be born now, but they would need a lot of medical help. Chalk up any tiny rhythmic movements you may be feeling to a case of baby hiccups, which may be common from now on. Each episode usually only lasts a few moments and they don't bother your baby, so just relax and enjoy the tickle. I definitely feel like this baby in the last few weeks has had a growth spurt. I think I've grown so much. But apart from that, everything else has been about the same as it has been the whole trimester. Movements are definitely getting stronger and more frequent, but I'm definitely starting to notice like more, I guess, of a pattern of them. So like it'll have quiet periods and then it will have periods where it just goes like really crazy active, and most of the time those periods are like when I'm relaxed and sitting down at the end of the day or at night or something like that. It'll just start going absolutely crazy, and then throughout the day if I'm up and about and being really active, I notice the kicks but not as much, and I don't think it has like really crazy episodes. Maybe it does and I just don't notice them, but I'm definitely noticing that there's more of a pattern towards them now, I guess you could say. It has been super hot here lately, so I'm finding the heat a bit annoying. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Obviously being pregnant in summer in Australia is not ideal, but we've got air conditioning and ceiling fans and stuff in my house, so it's not so bad. But it has been starting to get really hot, so because of that I've taken all of my rings off. I'm not supposed to wear my rings at work anyway, and I've been doing a lot of time in birth suite, so I had taken them off for that anyway, and I normally put them on a necklace when I'm in birth suite. But I've decided now that I'm just going to leave them there, just because it is getting warmer, and as with the warmer weather you notice that your rings start to get tight on your fingers, and I don't like looking at my fingers, I don't feel like they're that swollen. Like they're probably swollen like a normal amount that they would do in summer, but I'm just super paranoid that I'm not going to be able to get my rings off one day, so I figured it's just safer to take them off completely. It's kind of annoying because I really like wearing my rings and it feels really weird to not be wearing them, but at the same time like they mean so much to me that I don't want to leave them on and then not be able to get them off, or they get too tight that I'd have to get them cut off or something, because I would be devastated if that happened. So I'm just going to take them off and leave them off now for the remainder of the pregnancy, I guess, unless it starts to get cooler and I feel like I can put them back on, but they're probably going to stay off from now on. I'm still getting sort of blood noses every now and then, which is really annoying, but there's nothing I can really do about it, and it doesn't really affect my day-to-day life, so I kind of just put up with it. But the one, I guess, complaint that I have is that I am starting to get quite uncomfortable up here near my ribs. So I just feel like, especially this left side, that my ribs are just aching all the time, and it's definitely a positional thing. Like I keep on feeling like I need to sort of like stretch everything back and sit up really straight. Like I don't have the best posture normally, so I'm probably like slouching and leaning forward and putting pressure on that area. But that has been my one complaint. Like I feel like the area is almost going a little bit numb, if that makes sense. But it's sort of like just up here. So if I run my hands across, like, and it gets to here, it kind of feels weird almost. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's definitely like really sore here, just where my ribs are. And I've had that for a few weeks, but it would mostly just happen like towards the end of the day and that sort of thing, and now it's pretty much all day. It's not like terrible. Some days it's really sore and really annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it. Like I know it's just everything stretching and growing, and it could well be the position of the baby. I don't know what position this baby's in. It's really hard to feel my own stomach to be able to tell what position it's in. I thought that I would be able to like have a feel and be like, oh yeah, that's a head, that's a bum, because like that is my job. I do that all day. I'm feeling tummies and stuff, but it's really hard when you're doing it on yourself. So I haven't been able to feel any obvious, like I can't feel like there's a head up there or anything, but there's something hard and I don't know what it is. So yeah, there's something up there and I feel like I sort of need to push it down. But I have a midwife appointment coming up next week, I think next Thursday, so obviously she'll have a feel and she should be able to tell me what position the baby's in. And I'm guessing that there's going to be some sort of appendage or something up there that's causing more pain than needs to be, because the other side it's fine. Like I get a little bit of pain, but nothing like that left side, so it's really loving that left side apparently. I also still get back pain, but the back pain has definitely not gotten any worse, I don't think. If anything, it's gotten a bit better, but probably because this rib pain is overriding the back pain, so I don't notice it as much. I did go to the chiropractor last week, I think it was just before Christmas anyway, and he recommended pregnancy massage. He said that would probably be really good. He did adjust me a little bit, and you know, basically, not that he said I just had to deal with it, but you know, there's not a whole lot he could really do about it, and he said it was more muscular than anything, so it's not like my hips or my back's out, it's just that my muscles and everything are compensating for the extra weight. So he suggested that pregnancy massage might be useful for me, so I definitely plan on getting that done after the public holidays and everything are done with, like New Year and everything like that. I'm definitely going to get that done. Ryan is more than on board with that, because I was like, you know, I feel bad about, you know, spending the money on like a massage, but I think the pros outweigh the costs, so I think I'll definitely be getting that done. Other than that, like everything has been pretty straightforward. I'm starting to get a little bit more tired again, but I'm not sure if that's more of the heat and that sort of thing more so than the pregnancy itself, because you're always a bit more lethargic and a bit like more tired and run down when it's hot. So I don't know if that's like a pregnancy thing or not. Like I said, we have moved house now. We're pretty much all settled in, so I'm starting to set up the nursery. I'm actually in the nursery at the moment, but obviously I don't want to show you anything because really there isn't much to show you. All I've got is like a cot, drawers and a change table, which are completely empty and there's nothing on them, so it's just furniture in a room at the moment, because I need to go through everything and work out what I've got and what I still need. As we are speaking, I just did a load of cloth nappies, so that's hanging on my clothesline, and it's so cute to see all these little nappies hanging up on the clothesline. Really cute. I have my baby shower coming up in a few weeks, so once I have my baby shower and once I get myself organized and get this nursery going, I will do like a nursery tour and that sort of thing. So I've got that coming up, but obviously I want to show you it when it's done, and it's not nearly done yet. Also at work we've just been ridiculously busy. I know I say that all the time, but it's just like, I don't know, December hit and every woman decided to have their baby. I worked like a 64-hour week the other week, and because of that I like absolutely hammered myself and I was so exhausted. And then of course when I stopped I got sick, and I've still got that lingering. I've had it for about a week now, and it's like every time it starts to get better I go back to work and then I get sick again. So that's really annoying, because it's not fun to be sick in summer and have a cold and fever and chills when it's like 30 something degrees outside. But I feel like I'm on the end of it now, which is good. Hopefully now that we're all settled in, I should be on here a lot more updating you guys. I have officially got 7 weeks left of work. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'll be finishing up work at 34 weeks. Originally I thought I would go a bit longer than that, like 36, 37 weeks, but I kind of spoke to all the other girls that had previously had babies and stuff, and they reassured me that you are more than ready to go at 34 weeks. And I really thought about it, and I really wanted to enjoy just some time to do all those lovely things like nesting and just focusing on having some time to myself before the baby comes, and focusing on time with Ryan and I. And I think it'll be really good finishing up at 34 weeks. I can definitely see how in the next few weeks I will be getting to the point where things are gonna start to get on top of me because of like everything, and just like growth spurt. Like I already feel like I've grown so much, so I can't imagine how much I'm gonna grow in the next 7 weeks. And it's going to start to get difficult to bend over and that sort of thing when I'm in birth. Like even the other day I was trying to do a water birth, and you have to like lean right over the tub, and it was really hard because I've got this big belly in the way. So I think 34 weeks is definitely good. Any longer than that and I'll probably start to get really uncomfortable during births. So this is my 27-week belly with my shirt on. I feel like it has grown so much in the last few weeks, it's ridiculous. And this is it from front on. I don't know if you can see this here, but it looks like I'm starting to get my first stretch marks, which aren't fun, but you know, like I knew it was going to be inevitable that I'd get stretch marks eventually. And then these ones on the side, I'm pretty sure all of those are old stretch marks from like puberty or when I got fat. But maybe they're starting to get a few more, I'm not really sure. So that is my belly.